What is up, everybody? Hey, True Potential, KD, Josh, Incredible Word. Yeah. I don't know. The seems like no notifications went out. I'm wondering if they even went out on YouTube himself. Thank you, DLL, for getting the stream at least put up on the Discord server. So many of you have been watching this stream for days now. I think it's only fair that you see the conclusion, see how this ends. YouTube's did. Hey, YouTube worked and me did not. That's great to know. Thanks, Incredible Word. Appreciate letting us know. Jacob, what's up, man? I think we're doing pretty well. We're kind of limping in here to zone 20. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah, totally my fault.
We're a team. And there's not really anything I think you could have done about the Thing fight versus Kingpin.
No, I couldn't have, but I definitely could have been better off by not trying to heavy counter Nova, and then I would have been able to handle the boss better.
Yeah, that's true. That it is what it is. I've made my share of mistakes many times over the course of my MCoC career. So it is what it is. It's those who didn't know, we had a good run last night or yesterday afternoon, depends on where you're at. Mistakes were made, as we said. Integral, you were there, buddy. Thanks for helping with the planning. I got the fight versus Kingpin down a little bit better. Dude, Rob, thank you so much, Rob Riley. I really appreciate it, man. Glad you're able to catch zone 20, dude. I really am. Thank you. Just getting this set up. Getting Rob the credit he deserves. And so there were a lot of timeouts. In fact, there was enough where I think I'm going to actually make a video on it. Don't worry, I won't just be like an hour of timeouts. But I think it was interesting. I think this is actually a good story. I think it was a good story of the Incursions, how it went, a lot of learning, and a lot of the chat and DLL and me a little bit throwing out info on how we could get this down. So I'll go ahead and get this hack. Rob, thank you again. Working and family keeping me busy. Oh, I hear that, buddy. I hear that. And I'm glad you're enjoying watching, man. I appreciate it. And I see the comments you're making on the video, so I know you're around. Thank you. Roxas, what's up, man? And Paul? All right, so DL, you and I seem like we both agreed. He and I tried to chat as quick as we could this morning. Both had busy mornings. That I should try to get buff corn, right? Is there any reason why I should not do that?
I think that's really the play, because that's what I was considering doing something else, but because I messed up so badly against her, I just the revive wasn't worth it. I had to take another hack.
Okay.
I'll just use items in the next room.
Okay.
And yeah, I think if you get buff cornucopia, then that's just Mag's best friend.
That's true. And the intention is for me to, because Archangel will be useless in the next room.
Yes.
So definitely bringing in Red Magneto, unless somehow we both end up with colorblind. Wouldn't that be interesting?
Right.
That could be a real problem, Ace, but let's handle that when we get there. PWF, what's up, man? Yeah, dude, I was timing out. I think that was you who answered the question for me last night. I was like, this is going to be a long maintenance, isn't it? That was not fun. But
you just ended up going to bed, right?
I did. I think it was 11 o'clock my time, and I sent you a message, and I just like, dude, I got to go to bed. But I got better at the fight, and I was able to get significantly more damage done once I kind of understood how it was interacting. So that was good. All right, so let's hope for buff corn. Let's hope for that. And of course not. There's no reason not to re-roll, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. None of those are amazing.
Come on, buff corn.
The only opponents we care about now are all immune to poison.
Nope.
Well, you don't have a power sting buff, so I guess martial artist. Offensive power rate will at least help him.
Yeah, that's true. But this is bad because I need to revive and heal up before we even start the room.
Yeah.
This isn't good. This is not a good sign. Nick, doing better. I saw a doctor on Monday, and I was much happier with what they had to say than the previous doctors. So I'm going to go with their prognosis. I think that's the word. and and I will probably learn a lot more in the next couple of days and weeks. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. Oh man,
All right.
What are those? The staminas that they were selling. What do those do?
I think those just allow you to refresh a champion without paying the unit cost, but I don't think they let you bring it back.
It's not like a free heal or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, so we have Buffet and Prove Yourself and Surging Vengeance. That's annoying, but it honestly, I still think Magneto can probably one-shot it. Let's see. We do have one colorblind. Okay, just one.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think that's okay. I think one of us should go right. Maybe you, and take the Mystic, and let's see. Okay. Left side is going to be annoying. Because we're either dealing with Special Chaos Inversion against Cyclops or Bane.
I can't think of I'm agreeing with the chat that this could be a lot worse. I'm not seeing a like obvious answer though.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the boss. That should be fine. But that skill bot, I've fought Bane before, and it basically just... It almost kills you instantly. Thing might even be better than Magneto there.
Against the boss?
No, against the skill.
Integral's bringing up Magneto's not good for the Mystic one because of the Fate Seal. Okay.
Yeah.
Jimmy, this is DLL. He's frequently on streams with me. Excellent player, and was the leader of the first like kind of serious war alliance I ever joined. We've known each other for years. What's up, Carl? Thanks for stopping by, man. This is just our Incursions run that we started last Friday. Was intended to only be a Room 15 run, and here we are. I will say I am not wild about taking Inversion Chaos.
Right. No, I think...
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just going to say, Thing with 20 rock stacks can handle Bane. There's just a lot else going on in that node.
Yeah.
Pressure gauge wouldn't be a problem necessarily because you'd probably be blocking a lot, and it doesn't matter if you get your power drained, because you're not going to gain any power anyway if you're using Thing.
So basically that's just a parry 5-hit combo fight over and over?
Maybe even a parry 2-hit combo fight, honestly.
What is the moveset of Red?
Cyclops.
So if I really need to, I could just block those because it's Thing, right?
Right, exactly. I think, yeah, pressure gauge is a small problem, but basically as long as you just remember to block to get the charges down, you'll be okay.
Okay, it's just one of those
Does-
long-worded nodes that I hate.
Yeah, question for the chat. If Thing has protection up and 20 rock stacks, does he also ignore the pressure gauge damage? And I know that the assumption is probably yes, but has anybody actually tested it? I see our Thing expert is here. Okay, Tafre is saying won't take damage from pressure gauge. That's not a I've tested it and I'm sure, but it is an I'm sure. And it sounds right.
Okay, so it sounds like I should go left and take the skill.
Yeah, I think if you take Mystic and then Skill, because fight or flight aspect of evolution, all or nothing isn't a problem. Yeah, I will have no problem going right.
And I'm taking the Mystic one?
Yes.
With Thing as well?
Yeah. I would take it with Thing just because he'll actually get buffs. Carl is saying he like...
Yeah, Carl's bringing up a good point.
And I don't necessarily disagree.
Also, would that allow me to take in Magneto and try the fight with Magneto as well?
Yes. Chaos Inversion would just be dangerous for him.
But I'm just parrying and having anyway, right?
Right.
I might be able to do that. I mean, it's worth a shot, right?
Yes, I'm just thinking because if I'm taking down the Cosmic, I need a poison immune, which I can do.
I know that Medusa is supposed to be quite good for these. I think it was Karate Mike was talking about that.
That would make sense. Hold on. Did I R5 her yet?
Integral.
I didn't.
Would that stay consistent throughout the fight though, or will that be per like movement? In which case, I'm guessing. Do you know what I'm saying? Because of his 70, like, will he just cancel inverted or not, and then we'll know throughout the fight? I think that's the way that works, right?
I think it gets rolled every time.
It's per movement. That'll be fun. It's only. Oh, is it only for the specials?
Yes, it's only for the specials. And so honestly, that's why I think Carl was saying, like with Thing, you could basically just try and parry the specials, and you'd take no damage anyway.
Well, I'll still bring in Magneto, see how it goes. If it sucks and I die, it sucks and it die. Because it's not like there's another. Or should I bring in a second Thing?
My only hesitation on you not bringing Magneto is then if I mess up on the boss, we're screwed. Or actually, no, because Thing can take Buffet too. Never mind.
Maybe I just bring in two things.
That's not a bad idea.
We also do have the time issue. Like, as you can see, this countdown timer is killing me. We have an hour and 10 minutes. So do we have time for a bunch of Thing timeouts? That's the other reason.
We don't have time for timeouts. We have time for Thing winning.
Yeah. So that's the other reason why I'm wondering if bringing in Magneto, just in case we do have to do a Thing timeout at some point. Second Thing, you won't timeout? All right. Two things it is.
I think that's true.
Okay, two things. But I should heal and revive and all that stuff now, yeah?
Yes, me too.
All right. Although, wait. I'm going to do this because it's a bigger revive, and the revive won't heal up the my main thing.
Yeah, that's smart. And I'm going to do 4 individual potions because I'm only healing a couple people.
Actually bring man thing?
That's probably smart, yeah, because then you don't have to worry about parrying. You will just be immune.
Okay, so
so then healing thing becomes your only important.
Okay, yeah, which allows me to heal him farther too. Okay, thanks, guys. Okay.
Okay, I think I'm going to...
I am just healing him, single champion.
Actually, there's no reason Aegon can't take the poison drone.
All right. Well, I've done what I've done. I see what you guys saying. I was kind of thinking that what you're. I think it was occurring to me what you were saying afterwards. And then should I put suicides back on? I'm thinking I should. I had to take them off for a portion of another fight.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they're counting on suicides to heal you.
Okay. And you have a Magneto, yeah? For the boss. Okay.
Okay, so just to confirm again, I'm leaving up Chaos Inversion. And dropping Bane.
And I'm just going to block the specials.
Yes.
It's going to get really, really screwy. But yeah. 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 Is there any reason not to boost?
I don't think so.
Okay, so then I'm going to boost.
Yeah, me too. Thank you for the reminder.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go with Dream and Strat of just like, I'm just gonna not dex. If I block and I block it, cool. If I don't, it's fine.
Yeah, as long as you have Man Thing, that should be fine.
Just I need to remember that.
Yeah.
I close my eyes and I'll be fine. Dreamin', don't tempt me, dude. Don't tempt me. Okay, so I got to remember to bring in Man Thing. He's who I think I forgot to bring in previously.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
So character select.
Yeah.
Just saying it out loud.
I put out a video today explaining why 5 stars are still important. There he is. And I am going to the Mystic one, correct?
I'm pretty sure, yes. Let me double check. Yeah.
Okay. And the Mystic is...
Iron Man.
Iron Man. So this is just parry, get to 20 rock stacks, and then 5-hit combos over and over and over, right?
Right.
Okay.
Good luck, sir.
Yeah, thanks. Let me know when your fight's done.
I will. It might be slow.
Yeah. I have a question, but I don't want to pause my fight because we saw that can turn out really bad when you go back.
Yeah.
And I think the chat probably knows what's going on, and I don't.
What's the question?
In essence, I'm not getting my Furies though. I imagine that's because of the synergy. And I'm not throwing specials. Is that okay? Like, should I be doing something else, or did we know?
No, I think you'll be fine because you're not getting the Furies because you're not throwing specials.
Yeah. I mean, the fight's
and because
fine.
You don't have torch.
I mean, I'm a minute in, and he's down to 73% health, so I'm not worried about it. It's just more just speeding it up.
Yeah. No, I think you'll be okay.
I think Dreamon's right. I think I could close my eyes. I just tested it a little bit. This is the basics of the game. Parry and 5-hit combo. Like MCoC 101.
Gotta practice your fundamentals, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Start the day with some Cheerios and fundamentals. Yeah, and I see what everyone was saying about, like, should not have to time out, which is great because I was worried about that. Just going to take a while. My question is, how does anyone do this without a thing?
Very, very carefully.
Yeah, holy smokes. Did Lags and BG use things?
I'm sure at least one of them did.
I might go rewatch their stream, the end of it.
I think Meta was using Aegon all the way to the end.
Did he have Buffcorn?
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing this fight with hype because he's my most expendable.
Did you bring him in for it?
Yeah.
Cool. Definitely smart to go with, like, the champion, you know. Like, I don't know if you even had a Medusa, but...
Only at 455.
Okay, well, even better then. But, like, yesterday, I think it was yesterday's stream where we were talking about, you know what? The one you know, if it's even close, is the better one to use. The whole not having to worry about them potentially throwing an SP3 is amazing.
It really is.
Whew, I did it. Thanks, Savvy. Appreciate it, buddy.
I had just finished, so that works well.
Lags use thing. Yeah, I watched his video where he was talking about, like, the best champions for it. and I know he talked about Thing extensively. I was just curious if that was earned. He converts rock stacks to furies, so if he loses rock stacks, they turn into furies. You can do it by throwing specials, letting rock stacks. Okay.
Yeah, but since they weren't expiring, because normally it's when the 20 goes down to 15 that he gains furies. So because they don't expire, he doesn't gain them that way. He doesn't have torch, so he doesn't gain them from overflow, and he's not throwing specials.
All right, cool. I think the chat was just talking. Thanks, guys. I wanted to see if there was something I was missing. So skill fight should probably be a timeout due to the skill drone's passive attack reduction. Oh man. All right. Well, that was a slogfest. Yeah, true potential. It definitely was. It is more fun though than what I did last night, which was play for like 45 seconds and then watch the screen for 6 minutes. Okay. None of these do anything for me. I might go in with if I go in with White Magneto, I'm gonna place the pre-fight.
Mm-hmm.
If I go in with White Magneto just to get some damage off, I don't lose the pre-fight if he dies, right?
I actually don't know.
Does anyone know the answer to that? It shouldn't matter, right? If I place the pre-fight, go in with White Magneto, and then die, he doesn't. The pre-fight stays on, right? I mean, it's not the end of the world if it falls off, because there's nothing on this node that. Yeah, there was nothing on this node. Cool. All right. Awesome. Thank you, Integral, Josh, and Janik. Yeah. Let's do that. That'll be fun. All right. Let's see how ugly this gets. Ooh. In case you couldn't tell from that sound, it gets ugly.
I was hoping it went the other way.
No. Wow. Okay. It's going to be really scary. I can just block those with Thing, we're sure, right?
As long as you parry 4 times.
Okay, parry 4 times. I'm not throwing any specials, and then I can just block his specials, right?
Yes.
Okay. Holy cow. Block damage is not good.
I accidentally blocked a regular hit with Hyperion, and I lost 4,500 health. Just now, I lost 2,500 on a parry. God. I really enjoy White Mags, but even Brian said at the end of their run, he's like, well, White Mags can't do that.
Oh, wow. Okay. It is amazing what Dreamin was right.
Yeah, I saw that heavy.
Yeah. But I mean, it's really till the end of it all. I got to learn to stop trying to, well, it doesn't look like anything too bad's happening. But the temptation to punish is so strong. But look at this. I healed up from that. I think I'm going to be able to do this, guys.
That's truly ridiculous. Oh, hey, Meta. Sorry for not tagging in our usual. Yeah, Dreamin points out the one other way to build Furies, which is once you're at 20 rock stacks, if you get hit, you lose 3 and therefore gain Furies.
Yeah, it's working really well.
Dreamin says, I think even Enzo could do this, maybe.
You're taking the boss, correct?
I'm at least trying it first.
Okay.
Should be fine.
Then I'm going to stop. I'm going to try to stop messing around with the inverted controls because I can do an inverted controls fight usually, but then I actually have more trouble the next fight for whatever reason.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Like sometimes based in section 1 of AQ, I'll be I can't think of the lane, but I'll be taking it with my Corvus, and I'll end up taking the inverted controls fight. There's just one of them, just to move things through, you know.
Yeah,
and I can usually do that one, especially because it's Corvus. But then the next fight, if I take it right away, it's like my brain is thinking inverted controls.
Yeah. AQ Shadow, I am on call. I am DLL, an old friend of Vega's, and I think we're actually going to do this. Now, guys, you got to remember that for Christopher said Thing has a rebalance coming. You have to remember that this kind of thing is only possible, for one thing, because these guys do not have a special 3 active. For another, because the Man-Thing synergy means that he isn't constantly having to manage his parries. And 3, because these guys have disgustingly high attack values, like 70,000. Protection doesn't trigger on every hit in a normal fight.
Also, there's a high degree of skill being displayed here, so let's not discredit that, folks. Like, this is not the kind of thing you see every day.
Yeah.
I mean, I am just letting myself take heavies and unblockable specials to the face. Look at that. I mean, who would just stand in there and take that? You guys can't see my face, but I think I'm kidding around.
Yeah. Josh says, guess I'm going to rank 4 Thing. The other important part about this is that this only works with SIG 200.
Yeah, talk about a great day for my 5 stars and why there's still important video to come out, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Thank you. Yeah, go for it. Explain why.
Because I was going to say, if this were even... Let's look up the exact numbers real quick. At SIG 160, Thing only reduces damage by 75.4% for his protection, plus another 20 for the rock stacks, so that would be a 96% reduction. And that sounds like a lot until you remember how much block damage White Mags took in the last fight. Taking 4% of every hit at this level is absolutely enough to kill you.
I don't think we'll be able to see it, but I was noticing I was actually healing from his unblockable specials.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like this will be a timeout, but it looks like it should only be 1.
Yeah.
So I think we'll be fine.
We still have an hour, right?
47 minutes, yeah.
Okay.
I used Aegon and Hype for my first 2 fights just to avoid the possibility of losing mags on a mistake.
Nice. Nicely done.
Tablecat, congrats. I'm guessing... Well, the arena's not over, so I'm guessing you just put up enough to be very confident.
Who did you get?
MCoC.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he looks kind of fun to me. He looks like probably the least disappointing champion this year so far.
I just don't like the way he looks.
Yeah, it's a weird design. It's like they took Dragon Man and put, like, I don't know, some demon head somebody carved out of wood on top of him and then just dramatized it further.
Yeah, good call. Someone else analogized it to like a cartoon face.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty good too.
Very cartoonish.
Did anyone catch the... they put out like a Dev Diaries Dorky Dave on Hercules? It was kind of getting me pumped up for him, especially because Kabam Broccoli apparently is designing him.
Okay. I guess he's been only doing that since everyone else's stuff.
Well, I found out in that video, and I haven't watched all of it, that he did do Strife. And we don't talk about it a lot, but he did Maw as well, so...
No, I know.
Yeah.
Well, and Strife isn't... I combine them, Strife isn't awful, he's just not terribly helpful.
Yeah, that's my sense too. And I know some good players who actually really like him in questing. Not just long form content. I know some good players who actually genuinely enjoy questing with him.
Real quick, as we're running out of time here, somebody reminded, use your... Actually, I wouldn't use your special 3, because at this point he's low enough, you want time to heal up. But do show us how many hits you took.
I did throw it because there was just 1 second left. I figured there probably wasn't a huge downside.
I mean,
but we'll see.
With the attack reduction, you should probably have time to heal up anyway with 20%. It's probably fine. All right, let's see.
The only thing that was tough on was like my hands and my back.
Hits received 35, ladies and gentlemen.
And healed up doing it. That's the kind of skill folks tune in to see. All right, let's get this over with, though. As much as everyone's enjoying my jokes, I'm sure.
Yeah, J-Nick says Broccoli was Apocalypse, Doom, Fury, Mysterio, and Claire. And I-Bomb. That's...
Oh, and I-Bomb?
Gilly 99. God, that's an incredible list.
We should stop saying Ma out of respect to that guy. We should just... That is not nice. We should stop.
I don't know. Next we're going to find out he also did Psycho Man.
Dude.
Nah, it wasn't 200, Dreamin', because he didn't have strategic movement, so he wasn't taking a page out of your book and just dodging at the corner. Integral says also Ghost, Corvus, Blade, Quake. So, do they only let him make good champs?
Yeah.
Is there like a thing on the wall where they're like, you know, make sure if your name isn't Kabam Broccoli...
Yeah, wait a minute.
Integral is joking. Good.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because I was about to be like, wait a minute. Actually, you have a point. How many good champions has he not designed?
That would be ridiculous.
The rest of the design team hates him. They're like, you get all the good ones.
Yeah. He actually gets more respect from me for not designing Ghost, Corvus, Blade, and Quake, because those are 4 of the most problematic champions in the history of the game.
Well, the fact that they still can't get Blade, the Blade bug completely gone. In Off-Season War, I fought him, and he started in his second life.
Oh, Nick, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what I said, but yeah, you got me. Which would be a good thing if I had caught on quickly enough.
Yeah. Meta says, who designed Airwalker grabs pitchfork. Did you see Karate Mike's video? It was actually pretty entertaining. This proves, like, yeah, the ramp-up isn't bad. Or, no, sorry, everything after the ramp-up isn't bad, but it's so not worth it for the ramp-up. Let's Go Fam says Blade isn't crazy. Dude, if you think Blade isn't crazy, then you were not playing this game at a high level when he came out.
There's, I run into that a lot, actually. That's been, like, you know how I talk about starting the channel and I've learned so many cool things?
Yeah.
That's definitely one of them. Is that there's just so many people who, you know, are newer to the game. That was a long time ago. And And so they, they didn't and you had to be playing war at a crazy level too, I think.
I think so too, because it was during the Mystic Wars time too.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let's keep it civil. Like, we can disagree, but let's not insult anyone because they disagree.
Yes, please.
Yeah, and let's go actually clarify that I think they meant he's not crazy anymore, and that's fair.
Yeah, and remember, we also often speak in euphemisms or exaggeration to be humorous. I know I do that all the time.
Yeah, Integral's correct. The only reason we have the Thanos' army tag is because they were trying not to give the villain tag to every new person who came in.
Carl dropping some inside info on that too. That's crazy. The same guy designed Corvus and Hyperion. It says Corvus is significantly better. Like, not even close, apparently. I don't know. You get it straight from the source.
I will not be baited today, sir.
Yeah. Carl, I shouldn't have read that. Why did I read that before he goes in for the final fight?
Well, you know what? I'm taking it with hype. No, I'm kidding. It's a buffet fight. That'd be stupid.
KD, you know what? I've heard that before. That and I was on a run with Cam quite a while ago, and he had brought in Gambit, made him a horseman, and then he took him out because it was so early on. I think it was when a lot of folks were still having trouble just off the top of their head remembering what's horseman ability versus what's the synergy. And I'm even running into that still with all the cable videos I've been making and trying to make sure a lot of people understand, like, I'm not talking about him as a horseman. Like, in some videos, yeah, I'm making him as a horseman because there is some utility that's coming from that, and it's obviously very good. But it's the synergy. It's the synergy that's making Cable go from a decent utility champion with some real noodle type damage to a massive damage dealer. Blade destroyed the Groot meta. Groot, Hyperion, Corvus, of course. Dude, we make that joke, but I think there's a non-zero chance that in like 4 months it's actually real. I could see Groot. Groot would be such an awesome champion for them to buff, for them to rework. I think everyone would be so happy. Everyone would be so happy. The Corvus versus Hype. Let's not do that. DLL's in the middle of this fight. Let's not do that to this boy. Anyone remember Lockjaw? The dog? The dog that can
Whoop, never mind.
Transport from place to place?
Oh my god.
Nice. We did it.
Okay, so I have to go. So that had Surging Vengeance, right, guys? So he threw 1L1, and then he threw 1L2. I got to my L3, and I just had to land a couple more hits to get Prove Yourself off. And I was thinking, well, I may not be able to get back to another L3 before he goes red, so I may have to time this one out. And then the first hit of my L3 took him from 100% to 3%.
That's good. 97% is good. It's really good.
That was an 18-hit fight.
Dude, nicely done. So zone 20 was significantly easier for us than zone 19 and 18.
It really, really was. 19 was brutal.
Yeah, 19 was brutal. Hold on, just because I don't want to get lost in the jokes. Addy, no joke, and I'm not just trying to get a view here. I put out a video on that. It's almost that exact topic, but basically, are 5 stars still worthwhile to rank? The non-nuanced answer is yes. It completely depends on your roster, what content you're trying to get done, and then, of course, having fun. Yeah. And then efficient use of your own resources. So I think in a vacuum, yeah, Blade is still very worthy of ranking, but it's completely going to depend on your roster, your resources, and what content you still have to do. And give the video a watch if it would be helpful.
I think the bigger issue with Blade is that after the most recent skill reworks, he has actual competition for skill Sigstones. It used to be that his healing was far and away one of the best uses for skill Sigstones.
Yeah.
And I mean, now you do have other real options. That said, I think I've said before, if you are still playing the part of the game that he dominated, like Act 5, early Act 6, he's pretty darn good.
Oh, for sure. Integral, dude, thanks for saying that. And thank you for dropping all the knowledge. You were extremely helpful yesterday, for sure. Dreamin', you too. I ended up using the the white mags pre-fight a second time. It wasn't just the Kingpin fight, but that was huge. That was really big. I don't know if that goes down without that. And Meta, everyone who pitched in, thank you so much.
Yeah, that was really helpful, guys.
Well, we've got a few minutes. Maybe we open up the Six Stones, I guess, and just kind of chat. We'll chat for a bit.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Do you even want to peek at what the next room?
We certainly can. Every stream I've seen so far is like, yeah, let's look at Zone 21, and then goes, nope.
Nope. Still no buff corn.
Meta, I completely agree. If there were a 6-star blade, you still would see rank 3s. Because his healing would scale better, he'd have better crit rate, so therefore he'd inflict more bleeds on his L2, and he already has good crit stats in the first place. He'd have better block penetration, he'd zerg down villains and mutants better. Yeah, he would definitely still be a thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mephisto with Aspect of War. I think I'm good.
All right. Well, that was fun.
A Mephisto with Aspect of War and Prey on the Weak.
Yeah. Josh, that's funny, man. John, hey, I'm about to do my first run map 60 key. Any advice on how to approach it? Well done with this run. John, yeah, I think just make sure you know your paths, that everyone knows their paths, and that you have a champion for each node. That's it. I haven't done 6 in a long time. Usually when we take 7, a break from 7, we go down to like 5 or even lower. But you're a smart player. You're a good player. I think you'll do great.
Yeah. Jason, you're probably right that Thing would handle that Mephisto, but I'm good. That would take a while.
All right. That feels good, man. I really did. I was serious about the just doing to zone 15.
I know. But I'm glad we did it. Like 16 and 17 were fun.
Yeah.
18 and 19 were stressful. But then, yeah, I'm glad we did it.
All right, and then I think it was KD was bringing up that next month. Yeah, I'm hoping for skill, buddy. I'm hoping for skill for sure, and I'm hoping for a new skill champion too. But I've often been disappointed when I do this. All right, let's open these up. Hoping for Mystic and skill, because those are the ones I have a lot of. And I'd like to be able to just take someone to Sig 200 if I want to.
Yeah.
It's a nice even spread, which is probably even better. Mutant.
Getting to the point where I'm sitting on a decent chunk of mutant. Not like a lot by your standards, but it'll help.
I hear you.
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, thanks, Rob. I appreciate it. Oh, Mr. Fernandez, what's up, buddy? What's up, dude? We got to schedule our run soon. Me and Mr. Fernandez are teamed up for the Incursions tournament that started this week, actually. Do you have any champions that aren't on cooldown?
Me?
Yeah, like you would use?
Yeah. Because let's see, who did I use for that? I used Apocalypse, who's been on cooldown since Friday.
Nice.
Morningstar, who went on cooldown yesterday. And then 3 5-stars, Magneto, Aegon, and Magneto. Magneto, Aegon, and Hyperion. And then 1 7-star in Claire. So I still have a fair amount. We'll see. I mean, not having my 6-star Claire does mean I don't have a nuke, but
Yeah, Ravi, I will try to put one out soon. You know what? Because our plan really was just to get to 15 and then kind of see what happens, and we thought time wise we weren't even going to be able to do it to 20. I did not record them, so I'm going to have to go back to streams and see if I can download those or something. But I'll get one out probably this weekend, and I can tell you right now that as far as a cost perspective, I don't think it's probably worth it. I think I ended up spending a full Odin. I had said that that's probably what would happen, but I was guessing. And I remembered even kind of joking. I was like, here's the thing, though, is that this will probably cost me an Odin to do it the way I did it. And credit to Mr. Fernandez for the plan on that. Because I healed up so that way I could take the hacks. So I would heal up champions, I would revive them and heal them up. So I think that might have been why we got to 20, though. That might have been why I was able to get to 20. So
I think so.
But it was expensive. But the joke for me was, if they offered 15 Sig Stones for an Odin, I'd probably get it. I would not be happy about it, but I would probably do it just because that's ultimately feels like the most precious resource in the game right now, except for maybe an Awakening Gem. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, and it does depend on kind of how things work. I mean, I was very much carried by your roster through a decent chunk of that. But if anyone is curious, I believe I ended up spending 700 or 800 units myself because I was doing the exact same tactic in the last couple rooms.
That's not bad.
I think the lowest number I've heard was 500 units for the full thing. Yeah. And it was fun. Dreamin's right. I mean, this is more fun than just dropping $100 and then opening the crystals.
Oh, 100%. This was an absolute blast. Oh, what's up, Moxie? How you doing, man? Yeah, and this was absolute blast, and this was
other than Zone 19.
Yeah, doing that last night while I was trying to make the video. And like, actually, I didn't even get to because we realized maintenance was coming. So I was doing that while like helping my kids get ready for bed. One of my kids is still pretty young, so she needs some help, with that sort of routine. Doing the dishes so I could give my wife a little bit of a break. So like, I would just play for 40 seconds, set the phone down, and hope no one touched it. Anyone went near my phone, I was like, do not go near that phone. Do not touch that phone. And then getting that down. So that was it was what it was. And then a little bit this morning too. But it was fun. It was fun. And we got like, I think 4 or 5 really fun streams out of it. I don't know if I could sit there and do the 5-hour thing. I know I'm contemplating potentially trying a Legends run for 7-2, just because I think it'd be fun. I obviously should have the roster for it.
Yeah.
But then I looked at how long those streams were for those guys.
It's a real thing. I hit fatigue by then.
Yeah. I don't know. And I would imagine the quality of play would dip significantly, which would then probably be, well, I mean, I don't know. I think people who are used to my streams would find it maybe fun because it'd be, we could laugh about it. But it would definitely hinder the chances of actually getting the Legends title.
Yeah. Ravi, skill is 100% part of it. There were 3 clear mistakes I made in Zone 19 that cost me probably about 400 units between them, and I didn't need to make them. But it's also quite a bit of RNG. Like, just with the hacks we already had, those of you who were watching yesterday know that Integral saw the problem with Prey on the Weak on Kingpin instantly, but we couldn't avoid it because it was on both nodes. And when that kind of thing happens, there's nothing you can do. Also, I wasn't able to use my Aegon on Jubilee because there was a Chaos node. And so anytime I got a debuff, I couldn't attack. And so if I attacked, I would crit and I would purify and I would take 37,000 direct damage and die instantly. So sometimes it's the nodes. I mean, it's always the nodes, but it's a combination of all 3. Resources, skill, and luck.
Yeah, I would not. I would have more confidence in doing another run to zone 20 than I started this one with. I still would not say. I'm still not sure I would even bet that we would clear 20.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what percent chance I'd put it at that we would do it, but I don't know if I would be willing to bet on it. Just because
Yeah.
I think RNG could come up and really bite you. There's not much you can be able to do about it.
Yeah. I think that I think we definitely have a better than 50% chance, but I don't put down money on 50% chances.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's clarifying it a bit. Man, I wish I knew who was getting buffed. I would rank them. But I guess we got to wait for that stuff, which makes sense. I guess we could do a little EQ. I got to do that, right?
I thought it was when you swapped the champs. Okay. I've been corrected.
About what?
So apparently, all of even my apocalypse has 5 days left, according to Clown. I can probably go look at that.
Oh wow. Okay. Ashutosh. Hey, Vega. Content wise for all of 6.3. Abyss got. Wow, you're doing well.
Oh, 4 days. Okay, that's better than 5. But yeah, it does look like it started all at the same time.
Ashutosh, if I'm understanding the question, man, yeah, I mean, Namor's definitely has his uses. Of course, the prestige is there, but I mean, that's a very unique use that he has. And he's a quality champion. He's a quality champion. I just don't want to put all that into my 6-star, but I still may soon. And that's kind of the joke on my channel about Namor. Angela's awesome. I'm actually considering putting more 6 zones into my 6-star. I just happen to have had her naturally, and I think let's check that out actually, since we're talking about it. But I am considering. I'm coming up on a cosmic tier 5 CC. Honestly, I might hold on to it unless we need her for war, and we did fine without her. So I don't know if that's going to be happening. But if I took her to rank 3, I would put Sigs in there. I had her at 100 naturally, just from natural dupes, and then I put 2 in there to get her Sig a little bit higher. I found that like on a tough fight, because I did use her in the off season. If the defender and the node made it so that I was really needing to pay attention to her buffs and the debuffs and various things in the fight, I didn't like having to really watch her buffs. I did not enjoy that, and so getting her to that, I'd probably just go straight to 180 and then see if she's in the featured crystal or not. But yeah, I think she's well worth ranking. And then Magic's only even available as a 5-star. She's awesome, dude. I mean, she's just awesome. Spider-Ham, I think his Sig is more defensive, if I'm remembering it correctly.
That sounds right.
Still fun, still great champion. I think he can do some really cool things. But I'm not currently sure if he's as important to his niche, let's call it, as Namor is, or definitely Angela. And I don't think he's as widely awesome as Angela or Magic would be. So yeah.
Yeah, I think I would probably, for what you have, 6-3, Abyss, War, and Map 6 is, I think, the full list that you've given us. I think I would rank them in order: Magic, Angela, Namor, Spider-Ham.
Oh, yeah.
That said, Magic is pretty fragile, and does have a fairly high skill cap, so I would not pour a ton into her until I was confident using her. Because it really doesn't matter if you power lock somebody if you're just blocking a bunch of combos and dying that way. Because even Limbo will eventually fail you. Angela's kind of probably your broadest utility and sustainability out of those. Namor has some healing, especially if you don't run suicides, which is nice. And as we've said a few times in the Discord recently, if you need him, he's probably the best for the job. Like, it's a small niche, but it's a really, really good one. And then Ham, I think Vega said before kind of what King Yoshi is saying. He's a ton of fun. It's a cool kit. It goes together well, but it's not necessarily in the meta. Really work? They didn't do any of the tactics? That is surprising. I guess more protect fights.
For war? Man, I cannot find the right EQ for who I have. I guess we got Cable.
That was the lane that was a ton of fun with SPX.
Yeah, I was surprised. What I would have appreciated is them just saying, hey, we're not changing any of the tactics.
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. I'm not even reading these properly. Whatever.
Yeah, General Maddox, or Maddox, sorry. Aegon is another one of those. When you need him, it really feels like you need him. Work in Progress and I were just talking the other day about how much we dislike the Collector fight, because it's so hard to plan an alternative Abyss team because of that one fight. Like, you can pick alternates for Aegon for the paths, and they sound great until you get to the Collector, and it's like, well, how are you gonna efficiently get the Collector down? And the answer is often, you're not. You're just going to pay more because you don't have Aegon. I mean, he at least doesn't have any healing or invulnerability, but it's... yeah. Aegon is important.
That was interesting to see that work out. Yeah, he is a big deal. I think Legacy did a stream with Strife. And Strife wasn't bad, but that is a skill cap that I'm not comfortable going in with, like knowing I have to play that well. Never done that before. Hitting into his block, he went into his unblock or unstoppable or whatever, but the stun still worked. That was cool.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder if that was actually AI dependent, because for the stun to trigger, that implies that he was still blocking the second hit and hadn't tried to hit you yet. So that might not be reliable.
Yeah, I don't know if I would do that again. Stink's making me laugh there. Yeah, and it was a 4-star. It was a 4-star. A 4-star Punisher 99.
Carl, we may not always be on teams. I think we may be changing up our roster throughout the tournament. We'll kind of see what works.
Be right there, big girl. All right, guys. It is I'm a little early, but we're done with the Incursions run. So I'm going to call it a little bit early. Thank you, literally everyone who stopped by, dropped knowledge. I will get some sort of video out on the whole run and try to collect some footage too, because I think there was stuff to be learned, and it was a lot of fun. And I'm going to say some names. I'm sure I'm going to forget people, but Carl, Agent X. This is why I shouldn't even started thanking people. So many people just came by and dropped knowledge, and that was a big reason why we were able to get through. And then, of course, thank you, DLL. This was a ton of fun, dude. Anything you want to add?
I'm just glad we found time for it and everything. I mean, I know this was a difficult week for you, so
yeah.
Thanks for running with me.
I'm glad we did too. Yeah, thank you, man. This was a blast, and we should be back tomorrow for. We'll probably do the Vega Junior tomorrow. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, DLL, and take care, everybody. We'll see you soon.